Ready, go!
All right, so we're out here. Si's taking me on a date. We had to bring Jaden, our adult child. But I am excited because we're in the Safari Field. I'm super excited. If y'all don't know, that's my favorite flower. And then they have the option for us to buy flowers when we leave.
Yes.
So we're going to buy them in hopes that we can
Hopefully
plant them in our backyard.
Yes. You gotta ask somebody if it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll sustain. But they got different games and stuff out here. And then they just got the field that you can walk. So I'll get some footage of that. Then me and Saul get back on later tonight to talk about date night options. That's the vlog. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Si's here too. So welcome back to Lifestyle and Grace. From the video, you can see that we went on a date.
We sure did.
And from that, I was like, hey, we always have great tips for our date life, and we always try to share them. So here's us sharing. So one of the biggest things with date is like getting on the same mindset or the mindset about dating. So for us, it's all about exploring. It's always about having fun. We want to have fun on our date nights, and then also adjusting. On this date, Jada was somewhere. I can't even remember at this point where she was when we did the date.
Don't ask me. I don't remember. I still love my daughter though.
So we had our son, and instead of trying to find like a babysitter, he's not a baby, an adult sitter. We decided just to bring him along, and we had fun. He added to our date.
Yes.
It was still a date because it's very much still, we just kind of focused on us. It wasn't as, he jumped in there whenever he wanted to.
Yeah,
but
pretty
we
much.
had a lot of fun. So that was it, adjusting. So one way that we adjust is we take turns.
You gotta switch it up.
Switch it up.
You have to.
Give us
Like,
a little bit more feedback on
Man, as
how
far
we
as
take
like
turns.
when you take turns, like it frees up. I mean, of course, typically they want to have a man always trying to either throw the date, but it also takes a little pressure off because it's like, hey, it gives them an opportunity to do something for us, and I enjoy it because sometimes it's a surprise, and sometimes it's like, man, it's less work I have to do. I know most husbands enjoy that.
So
Yeah.
Sai and I started this when we started in our courtship.
Yeah.
This was something that started in our courtship. Every month, yes, we were that couple. Like we had our monthly anniversaries. Remember?
Yeah, I remember those.
I think that was
It's
more
still fun,
me
it's
than
still
him. Like
No, I enjoyed it.
you
That's what I
enjoyed
said. I did
it.
fun. I
You
was
enjoyed it,
joking.
or you just saying it? No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, he enjoyed it, y'all. He enjoyed it, y'all.
Yes,
But what we used to do is like first time it was what, March 3rd? I forgot our
March
date
3rd.
anniversary.
March 3rd.
courtship?
I remember.
He remembers. So then the third of
March 3rd.
every month we would do a date, and what we did was we assigned each other. We took turns. So like 1 month would be mine, and we kind of went ahead of time and looked at the monthly calendar to where he would get. Some years you got the same month on the 3rd. That was the both of our birthdays are at the end of the month. So some years he got the same month as my birthday month, to where he was in charge of day and birthday that month. Some months we switched it up to where like the other person would.
You would have to, because like during the holidays, say for instance, like you have Christmas, it's like it would kind of suck if you always had to do December on that day, and it opens it up more to split it up. Like, because now she can have a plan for December or whatever, Christmas, whatever you're celebrating around that time. So yes. it's take turns and make sure you switch up your month so each of you guys can plan something different.
Yeah, so it was helping us back because we were trying to work on our finances individually because we were not married. So that did help. That helped knowing what your month was. So it would help out knowing like, oh, what season. So we switched every other month, and that really helped like with planning ahead. Yeah, that helped a lot. So it got like we can tend to be like a little competitive.
Just a tad.
So I've got way better. I have not. I have not grown in this area. I will. Okay.
She has. She's growing a lot. I can see it from my perspective.
We used to compete a lot. We used to compete about I love you more. Like,
that was more me because I always had
we used to do that, right?
Yeah.
So then our dates got competitive, like who was gonna have the best date. Like we were finding all kinds of stuff. Like we kind of need to get back to that. That was fun.
We do.
Yes. And then we really tried to focus on that. When we did that, like Sai would focus on like when it was his month doing a date that like maybe I would really like that appealed to me. And he's more adventurous than me, so I would really try to seek out. He likes outdoor stuff, all of that. So I like I would try to make my date appeal to him. So we were taking care of each other in that way. So that was like a lot of fun, and we're really thinking about like really getting back to that. And it also guaranteed that we had one day a month. And you know, if you're younger or you're in a courtship, it's like only one. But in marriage, like
there's a lot that goes on that
in a month. You can
easily take you away from
not going on a date. Yeah, so it was like really good to take turns because it really took the pressure off. It wasn't just on him. Like you haven't took me on a date. It's like, well, we each plan dates, and so it really that was like take turns, guys, take turns. And if you are not in a relationship and you have friends, like taking turns, not putting it always on one person to always go to their house or have them come up with what to do or whatever. Taking turns and y'all get to know each other more. So you can totally use this with like your friendships as well. So,
be open. Be open.
So the next idea, date days. So a lot of people, when they talk about dates, they think about nighttime dates. And then depending on where they're at in their life and they have children, that's babysitters. That's costs that they may not have. So we did a lot of date days. I was supposed to start that tip, but that's okay. Give
it a tip. You know, so one of the date days that we've had is one of the sunflower thing was during the day. Yeah, so that was a blessing too. But there was a moment too that I highly remember where she had came to my office one time during my lunch break, and we had a picnic in the office. And it was so awesome. Well, I did expect it. I can't remember if you told me you were coming or not, but it was something cool that we did. And then another date day that we've had is like we've gone to movie days during the day too. And one of the other things we did was a park day, but we took our time in the park and like actually like wrote down like where our current dreams are or how we did. Yeah, I did that one. I did that. Yeah. No, but just taking some time. Those day dates mean a lot. When you get an opportunity to do something, when the sun is out, or just at a different time other than the nighttime, it just feels different. Take your time and take advantage of any point in time that you have during the day.
Yes. So for me, I also think this is a great tip because it does budget affects that. So you can find a lot more things to do during the day. Usually places have discounts because it may not be, as far as things that are appealing to adults, it's not as like many people going. So a lot of places will offer discounts or so really looking into the day of the time and then also the day of the week. Like for us in our city, like they do different promotions to get people out on a Tuesday night because it's a tourist town. We're gonna have a lot of people like on those weekend vacations, but during the week, like sometimes our downtown looks like ghosts.
It feels like absolutely nothing going on. So Monday through Thursdays for us is the best best times to go out on a date.
Yeah.
Date.
Yeah. So at that time too, when he was working, I was volunteering. So I had certain days that I didn't volunteer. So that was perfect to go on a date. And usually like it helps with the crowds, like going during a day, especially during a time where kids are at school. Like he said, we've been to different parks. It opened us up to just different foods. Like sometimes what a food would cost like during a lunch or prior to lunch is a lot cheaper. Like that day that we did, we ended up doing like a brunch. Breakfast spot, and it was so good. But that place, most of those places close before 4, so it allows you to open up the restaurant categories that you'll go and see. So that was like really good. A lot of the parks, the discount are discounted. The tickets, some parks now, if you go to zoos or some parks, you may deal with like the field trip groups from the kids. But it's all like it's fun. There's so many different spots. Like we have Boss Bagels. They're so good.
Okay, let's go to the next tip because I'm hungry now.
So the next tip, Sai mentioned one that we did was picnics. Like whatever works for you, and as a couple that y'all find that y'all really like, do it like everywhere.
Yes, anywhere and everywhere. We had a picnic at my job in the middle of my office. We've had a picnic out by a pond. We did do that thing, like the ducks and stuff like that. So we had the kids with us too, but making that time when we can. But like that was awesome. And then
we've been to so many parks. We've been to so many different parks.
You know what? We went to that one park that was out there off of Northwest Military, and it was just like a great, like it felt like an exquisite park. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like the run of the mill where kids are running around. Like this was just, it looked like an adult only park.
Nice.
It was crazy. It was good.
It was so nice. But we find different parks, and we bought different type of baskets over the lifespan of like our dates and stuff like that. And then people will catch on if they see that that's something you like they may join into that, and like they may buy you different little things to expand it. Even before COVID hit, remember, like we used to have dates, like, and then after COVID hit, then it was like we would do that, like we would put like a little fireplace thing on YouTube on the TV
and make us feel like that
right inside. Like we have all the setup. Our next picnic,
I was just about to mention that. So word tells me that if you have a backyard, you can have a picnic.
Your backyard. Like we joked, we went to an art gallery, and this lady, everything she told us like it was a big secret. But she spoke so loud. Yeah. So that would be a sign. Always
with
like
people in the room.
Yeah.
I love that lady though.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We always
much needed.
Yeah.
Random thing to happen.
Yeah. So our next picnic we're gonna do like in our backyard, and I've been thinking about it more and more because we even have like the now that it's been so hot outside, like we can do it at night, and it's like pretty much dried up all our grass, so you don't have that like you know how you sitting in a picnic and the grass be like poking you through the everything's dead.
Everything's dead because Texas just decides they want to be close to the sun today.
Yeah.
Most months.
Yes, most months. So we've done all kind of picnics. But whatever's your thing, like if it's something that y'all really like, if you like to bike or whatever y'all like to do together, just try to find different places to do it. And it like, it just kind of adds to it. And we have so much fun, and then we have little things. Well, I'll do another video on that. Like what our picnic basket looks like and how we pack it. And
we'll film a picnic that we do.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Content. And then, so having fun. Talk about having fun during our dates. Why is that a priority?
Well, the key thing to anything that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, is having fun. You have to have fun. Like, what is the point of just sitting up here just being serious all the time? We just look at each other serious.
We've had our... Come on, don't talk about my eye gazing, babe. You know I take eye gazing very serious.
But
no, like most of the time when you are laughing and you are getting along, it just brings so much more into your relationship. Like,
yeah.
Anytime you may even had a bad time with your partner, like laughing and having fun together helps you remember why you love that person in the first place.
Yeah. And that's like trial and error. There are times that, especially now, I know I'm a content creator. There's so many different influencers, Instagram and things like that. And we have had, at times you may have an idea or preconceived notion on what dating is and what it looks like. Like, if you always feel like it's at night, you can miss out on so many amazing things. Yes. If you always think it has to be a fancy restaurant, you can miss out on some of the fun picnics that we've had. Yes. Like we've done zip line and we've done so many different things, trying to think out of the box on what dates can be. But sometimes you can look at those things and you can have those images and be like, oh, I want that. But then me inside feel like we're in tuned enough now to where it's just like, we may do something like that. We may find something and be like, oh, we want to try that. But then if we get there and we're not having fun, or we get there and we're hungry,
bounce,
go. And that means we gotta go and grab a burger somewhere and sit in our car and laugh and joke. That to us is just as much fun. It may not be Instagrammable, it may not be picture worthy, but we had fun and we connected. And that's what we want to do on our dates. We want to have fun. Me and Sai have, I want to say like demanding jobs, but like we always have a mindset of serving others. Connecting with others. Both of our job really require us to serve other people. And our customers. So it's like, man, we want to have fun. Like, I enjoy making these videos for y'all, but if I have to like stop and photograph everything to where we're not actually having fun, then that's not a real day. Exactly. That's more work. So we decide we're gonna have fun no matter what we're doing on a date. So
one date suggestion.
Hey guys, so we had so many awesome tips. So I'm going to break this video into 2 parts. Hope to see you next week where we'll have part 2 of our date tips.